I like farming well.
2 years ago, Karim Salifu packed up his meager belongings and moved to Ghana's capital Accra to find work. Instead, what he found was rising unemployment and skyrocketing food prices.
We don't have nothing from it.
He comes from a family of farmers, so he decided to find a space in his downtown neighborhood to cultivate his own crops. And he's not alone. Early every morning, he and dozens of other city dwellers make their way to the field a couple of meters away from a busy city street to grow vegetables to eat and to sell at the local market.
So we feed a lot of people here.
Urban agriculture has been around as long as humans have lived in cities. And like dandelions, it's impossible to eradicate. It springs up anywhere there's a patch of green. Many governments used to discourage or ban the practice, but now that millions are going hungry, some governments believe part of the solution might be found in downtown dumps and city culverts.
The benefit for the society is that it is producing a huge quantity of food which otherwise would not reach the city. So 90% of many of the perishable vegetables which are consumed in the city are also actually produced in the city.
These days, there are an estimated 800 million urban farmers, and they produce about 15% of the world's food.
One of the ways urban agriculture really helps the urban poor is that it helps prevent them being too influenced from the price shocks associated with rising food prices.
Mark Redwood works for Canada's International Development Research Centre, one of the first organizations to study urban agriculture.
Instead of needing to transport food from rural areas to the cities, it's produced right where the market is, and this reduces transport costs. One of the ways that city planners can support urban agriculture is by setting aside land and basically ensuring that the activity is done in a responsible fashion.
It may sound like a perfect solution, but urban farming has its problems. Farmers who are squatting on public or private land often have their farms seized or sold to developers, and sometimes their crops and livestock are exposed to toxic fumes, industrial chemicals, and human waste. Karim, for example, has only one source of water for his crops.
They are putting a lot of chemicals inside the stream now. This water is not good.
So it's all about mitigating risks and enhancing the benefits of the activity in order to ease the burden of poverty for the poor.
Especially for those who are most vulnerable to soaring food prices.
After I got married, my husband started abusing me, so I left him. After that, I started looking so badly, I started looking so poor, and when I was desperate and trying to find out what I can do, I found this garden.
Caroline Tukamushaba has been through hell. This is her Garden of Eden. Rather than move to the countryside to farm, she's gardening on a steep hill in the middle of the city. Most here are single, divorced, or widowed and had to learn how to farm.
I'm proud of digging because when you're not digging, then you don't get food. But when you're digging, you're producing something that everybody will buy and eat, so you are supporting many people.
Slowly, many communities in developing countries are radically transforming the way farming and cities intersect, creating edible neighborhoods and healthier families.
My children, when they will come farm because I follow my father. Then they also have to follow their grandfather, and they come to farm.
No one's claiming that urban agriculture will solve the world food crisis, but the more governments can encourage people like Karim to grow food at home, the less they all have to worry if the price of rice goes up or if the stock runs out. Kim Brunhuber, CBC News, Accra, Ghana.